Funny, funny, funny. What's so funny? Well, Pastor Dean and I, we are retired and inspired.
That's the truth.
Yes. And so we're going to do a little funny video today. Ha ha ha. And we're just going to tell you a few of the things that we kind of do on a daily basis or during the week.
How about some of the things that we did that turned out being funny?
Okay. Now, one of the things that we love is cold coffee. Here we go.
Oh, I like that.
No, this is not an ASMR.
Is that what that's called?
Yes, yes. So we love
that's funny.
We love cold coffee. We love to go to Aldi, and we have been discovering some wonderful treasures there, like their coffee from where? Honduras, and come on.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got an email.
See, there we go. It's supposed to be a funny.
I'm sorry. What was? Excuse me. What was your question?
I'm going to put his phone down. There we go. He will not be distracted by his phone.
We get you know what? Her and I get texts and messages and
okay,
WhatsApp
this is funny
all the time. I'm trying to be funny. You didn't let me get to it.
Okay, so what are some of the coffees that we like at Aldi? And, you know, we love Costco and Sam's too.
So one of the greatest things that we're looking for now is just to get rid of like all the pesticides and stuff like that, right? So
organic coffee.
Yeah,
we
regenerated land that's doing organic, which probably means the same thing anyhow. So they're just taking care of the land, right? And you're not getting pesticide and all that stuff in your coffee. So that's what these are, and we really like that. We usually brew our own coffee.
I asked though, what are some of the kinds of coffee at Aldi do we get?
Honduras, organic Honduras, which is probably one of them, and then Puerto Rico we were getting some that was also organic. So we just looking for more island.
Yes.
Organic coffee because they grow it at a certain level that's all like Jamaica, Blue Mountain.
Ooh, that one was really good.
Here she said, ooh. I do have a funny story.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this because we did tell some people about this, but my wife is very frugal.
I am?
Oh, yeah. Well, not lately, but she's very frugal. So she decides that she's going to do a pedicure.
Oh, jeez.
I go to a foot doctor for a pedicure. And believe me, if I come in with a bottle of clear toenail polish and I say, hey, look, while you're at it, and you get through buffing them babies up, how about putting a little bit of this polish on clear? You know, I don't want to make it too...
Foo-foo?
Well, I was going to say feminine, but, you know, I just went with that. So, and he did, you know, he was fine with that. But my wife decided she was going to do her feet at home, soak them in a bucket and do all the good stuff. So she buys a brush, and it's about a 12-inch, like, brush, has a, like, 11-inch handle on it. And she's scrubbing her feet. And she's doing all that stuff, and she gets ready to dump the water, where she usually dumps it in the bathtub or in the kitchen sink. But she's looking at the toilet, and she decides to dump it in the toilet. Well, just by the force of the water, that by dumping it, it took that brush and took it all the way around into the trap of the toilet. Well, guess what? You're right. We bought a new toilet because it was stuck and we couldn't get it out.
Oh.
So we're $350 in, and which would have probably cost her $30 for a pedicure.
So what's the lesson here?
Take your $30, quit being so frugal.
Yes.
And go and have a pedicure.
This is true.
At a nail shop.
Yes. So what are some of the other things we like? We like the salmon from Aldi. I don't know why I'm on an Aldi trip today.
Yeah, we have been.
Yeah, so we did visit Aldi today, but I hope I'm saying it right.
Aldi's.
And but we love the salmon there. I did buy a couple beach towels, and they're 100% cotton. Oh, I love 100% cotton. And so I put them in the wash. And
What's your other funny stories?
let me see, what's another funny story?
How about the time you came home with a snowstorm?
Okay.
Was that funny? It wasn't funny at the time, but it probably was.
I don't know.
When you tried to get back from Mallory's house?
Yeah, and I got lost in the snowstorm.
She couldn't figure out how to get home,
I couldn't see anything.
even with directions.
Yes, so I had to pull over.
So she called me.
Yes.
Dean, I'm lost. I'm like, you're a mile from home.
I'm sure Dean would have got lost too.
When we lived in Hobart, Indiana, that's right, I said it's spelt like Hobart, but don't call it Hobart.
Yeah.
Because if you do, ooh-wee, all the football team will come after you one night. It's Hobart. And when we built our first home in Hobart, Indiana, my wife, we were in Hammond, and she would drive the highway, the expressway, 8094. That's the center of the road. That's the center of the, what do they call that? The crossroads. It's the crossroads of Midwest.
Well, I feel like I'm getting thrown under the bus today.
No, well, you're the only one that we laugh at. I'm
Simmer down,
I'm kidding.
simmer down,
Simmer
Dean.
down. If you didn't know that, that's Saturday Night Live. Simmer down.
Simmer down.
So she would drive for a year.
Yes.
One whole year.
Yeah.
It took her to finally figure out how to get from Hammond, Indiana to Hobart, Indiana, which was 20 some miles, right?
Oh, those were the days.
And I'm like, what in the world? She goes, I just don't know how to. She was scared of the highway, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, but then I flipped it, and I have owned 4 motorcycles and rode motorcycles all across the United States and Hawaii.
Yeah.
So you can overcome your fears.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be funny all the time.
No, it doesn't.
And we had some funny times on the motorcycle, but
Yeah.
they're all healthy funny
Yes,
times, not
yes.
where she was driving and hit a guardrail, flew off a mountain, which we've been on a lot of mountains, but
Yeah.
she didn't go 60 feet down, plummet to her death. So
Yeah.
thank God for that.
We love fishing.
Oh yeah, did a lot of fishing.
Yeah, we
Even
loved.
when we got here.
Yes, So yeah, I mean, just the normal things in life.
So what else is funny?
Oh man,
There's got to be more than just those one things that were funny.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
You're making me think of all of them.
Yes. But we just wanted to kind of give you an insight of, the mundane things that we like to do, funny or not.
Well, she was changing the camera around because she didn't like the landscape. So we wanted to make sure that when both of us are on here that you could see us from here. So we're really just here just showing you who we are, that we're just regular people. We're not just pastors. We're here because we love to be together. We love to be able to share who we are.
Yeah.
We're human. We're just like you.
Yeah.
We're not
And
special.
God has just blessed us, and we're just in this stage of our life, we're just very blessed and happy and thankful. And we look forward to God doing so much more.
Yeah.
We want to see more miracles, signs, and wonders. And, we want to give you permission to be yourself. Many people, feel like, rejected or condemned, or they don't even really know what their real self is. But we want you to look to Jesus Christ for your identity, and He will help you to know who you are in Him so that you can be yourself and fulfill your God-given purpose. Did you have anything else to say, Pastor Dean?
Yeah, I have another quote.
Okay.
Can we go to the quote?
Yep.
Can we shift from funny to quotes now? I just want to get permission because I know if I don't, I'm going to end up getting in trouble. Yeah, I'll get the elbow. So we're sort of just covering a wide thing here. We're just going all over the place. But we're gonna reel it in. We'll start doing things that we know that y'all want to talk about. And you know what? You can throw in the comments the things that you would like Pastor Moses and Pastor Dean to talk about.
Yeah, share your thoughts.
We got a real juicy one coming up because we talked. What was the first thing we talked about this morning?
Communication and marriage.
Communication and marriage. And guess what? The next one's going to be.
Well, we're gonna wait so that we can let them know.
Okay, we don't want to tell you.
Yeah, we don't want to say it out loud.
I'm glad I didn't let that slip. Because the next one is really, just to let you know, it's going to be juicy.
And yeah, if you haven't yet tapped that follow button, please do.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe. So we're going to end it with your quote.
Okay, gratitude turns what we have into enough because it shifts our focus from lack to the Lord.
Ooh. That's a mic drop.
Let me say that one more time. Gratitude turns what we have into enough because it shifts our focus from lack to the Lord.
Wow. So that sounds like your worship is warfare.
Yeah.
And so in the midst of maybe lack or not having enough, you're going to turn it around and you're going to begin to walk in a thankfulness and gratefulness before the Master.
Yeah.
And he's going to take your little and he is going to turn it into much because of your radical praise and worship. Yeah. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. Well, listen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We just wanted to let our hair hang down and have a little funnies and let you get to know us. We just thank God for you. Have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to laugh, okay? Don't forget to laugh. And tap that follow button while you're laughing. And listen, until our next video, know that you are a victory.